Okay, I'm live. Um, Hello, hi everybody. Per usual, this is loud for no reason, but welcome back. I'm kind of like quick, apparently, or not apparently. Man, I can't even see when you start streaming. It's like you feel like you're in the hot seat, and then all of a sudden it's like you forget English. But hi, Ark. Yes, I'm here. But as usual, it's kind of like that I'm like barely here sometimes. So it is to me it is kind of surprising that I'm streaming all of a sudden. But I'm already starting the art without explaining. But yeah, I am drawing today. I'm kind of like traumatized from like last stream, so I want to do something a little simpler so my computer's not like stressing the hell out. But is the volume on this okay? Okay. That seems pretty loud, but let me know if that's too loud. But let me know if the music is too loud. But we're gonna be drawing Luka. I just did art for the first time in weeks, but it was a render of someone else's sketch. Oh, that's cool. Was it like a art trade or something, or was it just like artwork you found online or something? Practice, something like that. But yeah, so this not just for fun. Oh yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Speaking of art just for fun, actually, this piece is technically I found this piece in my computer actually. This is the original whoops. Whoopsie daisy, hold on. Okay. This is the original sketch here. I just found this in my computer. She let me have the sketch. Oh, that's nice. Um like I don't know how long I've had this here for. Like, I think this is a sketch I started that I just abandoned, but I thought the pose was cool, and I found it because I was just like scrolling through my files, and I noticed, oh, like this is from like 2018 or something. These are like so old. I have no idea how old this is, but I thought I decided to bring it back. As you can see, like the sketch is definitely like so much different. I'm actually like considering how the face works and everything. I have no idea how old this sketch is, but we're just gonna do that because I just did it like just for fun, just out of boredom, and I started to really like how it was going. And I think it's like a cool change of pace of just like doing like a fun sketchy piece. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna do that. So we'll start there. But I need to color this sketch because sometimes I hate black sketches because I feel like it gets in the way of the line art, even though it is kind of transparent. And actually, I am going to tone this down a little bit because I feel like it is pretty loud. So, oh, and we crashed. But some things, there's some interesting things that happened in between then and now. So dramatic. Last stream and right now. Um oh yeah, I was like helping my sister work on her band merch, and sorry, I'm just gonna pull in my mic a little closer so I can get my hand around here. So let me know if I'm like being way too loud, but yeah, oh my god, that was so stressful because just like knowing how screen printing works and everything and like what they do, it is was so stressful. Like we were picking up the colors and then they're like, yeah, no, we can't use these colors. They need to be Simiac or you can use Pantone or and then it also had to be turned into a vector and all this and it was crazy. Sorry, I'm gonna be like turning around because I actually have like the full reference of her like literally right behind me. So if my voice sounds weird or you hear something, that's probably me just like turning my chair around. But I looked back at the old VOD or the last VODs, and they were like it crashed I think like 3 times, and then I had 3 separate VODs, and I tried to look through them, and I realized that it was pretty bad, like what was going on in the stream. Um, I don't think I can like I don't think I can use any of it or re-upload it because it was pretty bad. But I'm kind of glad that I did do it because it seems like people did like really like resonate with it. Like every time I checked like viewership and everything, like I would get maybe like regularly like 5 viewers. And turns out that if you do a niche, that people will actually like watch it because it's like something they haven't seen before. So I would love to continue doing things like nails, or especially nails, but I have to really update everything that I have. So even when I was like helping my sister with her merch, um, we decided to look at it the next day, and then I opened my computer and it decided to just like update, like without me telling it. I guess it needed to update and I just had to do a force update. And so we're just sitting and waiting there, and it took like an hour for it to update. But then my sister was like, "You need like a new computer." I was like, "Yeah, I know." And we're like, she was like saying it's like, like this should have this should have happened like a long time ago. It's like, yeah, I just never thought about it. And I feel like that's a sign. It's a sign that I need a new computer. Cause like I was talking to her about it and she's like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense because once you have someone else look at it, you know, if you need help choosing parts, I got you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. But yeah, she told me, she was like, I get like why you didn't think about it because it's so normal to you that like when someone else looks at it and sees like this is messed up, like you don't really realize it until it happens. So yeah. And I've been basically studying how to do hard gel, which is like so hard. And apparently this wasn't like the curriculum of the school. Like it just depends on the teacher that you get, like what your exam is going to be. And my teacher decided that we learn how to do hard gel with forms. And I'm like struggling so bad. And apparently like the other teacher, it's like is way easier. Like all you have to do is apply gel on the nail and like that's it. And there was like this whole drama that was happening that one of the my classmates actually went in as a model to help with the exam because the person that was supposed to be the model like just bailed out. And they're like, okay, like we actually, I know like you guys are going to be practicing hard gel today, but like we need a model to like for this person's final exam. One person came in, they came back, and they were like so surprised of like how bad the application was. And she was coming in like it was like a weird drama thing where she didn't want to like speak up too much. She's like, guys, like these nails are like really bad. They didn't even put like top coat on the gel, and they were like done, like top coat. And we're just like talking about it. And I don't know, like I don't know what happened, but the teacher that was teaching that classmate was like came into our classroom to see what the nails were like. And I remember my teacher being like, yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. I'm sorry, like I didn't want, this to be a bigger problem, but like she wanted to see what she did, and it was like so awkward and weird, but like how can you mess up just like applying gel? It's like applying regular nail polish. You just put it on, cure it, put the top gel on, cure it. How do you mess that up? That's like so like, oh my goodness. But I'm kind of glad that our teacher is actually teaching us all of these like harder things because it forces us to like learn, right? Like it forces us to, when we get out of school, like we know how to do something very technical, you know? That's what I've been working on. I was like working on it this afternoon. Also, I had a really awkward moment when I went to go to the nail supply store. I usually go there once a week, and like the people recognize me, or like one of the girls recognized me, and we just like kind of talk about class or whatever. But today I went in because, I have class tomorrow, and usually like on Mondays is like the days that I go and like replenish some things. And I realized it wasn't really big of a deal for me to go to the nail supply store. Like I just needed to get some like, I was like, oh, let me just go get some glitter or whatever, because I started learning how to use glitter and I'm really excited every time I use glitter. So I was like, I want to use more. But I went in and well, I didn't go in. I went there and the door was locked, and I'm like assuming like, oh, they're probably just like on their lunch. Usually they have a sign up there, but they just didn't at the time. And so I decided to just go at like the drugstore and just like window shop and everything, just like pass some time. And then I was thinking of going back, but I was like, I didn't want to go back and have it be locked and maybe someone being in there and just like trying to get in there and be like desperate, like, oh, let me in, please. I was like, you know what? It wasn't even a desired, like, I didn't even need to get anything super important. Like, I just wanted to, like, when I really thought about it, I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to get those things and I'll figure something else out. But I don't know. It just felt weird to kind of go back and forth at the door, especially when these people kind of like, no, and the whole thing with like when I see that girl, it's like, and the whole thing when I see that person, it's like a whole joke that I'm constantly going in and out of the store. It's like, oh, you're constantly like getting things, ha ha ha. And it was like, I don't know, it was like weird. I didn't want to be like, let me in, let me in. It was kind of weird. So I just left. I went home with pretty much nothing. I mean, I got some like boba, but yeah. And every time I get the boba, it's like they know exactly what I want all the time. So like they don't even say anything to me. It's like, okay, how much is it? I'm like, oh my God. Too predictable. I actually did when I went to go to the drugstore. I got something, but I like returned it right away because I noticed that they stocked up. Sounds like a lot of customers I take care of. Oh, they just go like in and out, and they're like regulars, right? Like they just kind of get the same thing over and over. Yeah, I've been there. Like the amount of stuff people buy, that I memorize is crazy. Yeah, when I used to, oh my God, some of my older jobs, like my more recent job in like 2020. And yeah, that's like how long I haven't had a job for. But you would remember these people's orders. And I remember my first ever job at a cafe. Um, One guy specifically ordered iced coffee with a side of water, a fork, and a Wi-Fi password. And I still remember his order to this day. He would get the same thing, and I started that job in the summer, so he'd always get the iced coffee, Wi-Fi with a fork, and the side of water. And then one time he came in, I'm like, oh, usual like iced coffee, and it was like winter at this point, and he was like, no, just like regular coffee. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, I'm not insane. I'm not gonna just have iced coffee and I'm not gonna have iced coffee in the winter. And I'm like, well, you don't. Oh God, you don't know. Iced coffee people are like ride and die. Okay, they'll have iced coffee regardless of the situation. And also, that's me sometimes. Like I remember it was like minus weather, and I went to go get an iced drink, and I was like, I love it. Like these people sure do. Yeah. I remember this other cafe job I did, like my most recent one. Someone would always order mac and cheese. Like they would always order mac and cheese. One would always order a Caesar wrap. One would always order iced coffee, stirred, not shaken, because we usually serve it shaken, but they wanted it stirred. And we gave it to them shaken once, and they didn't like it. And my boss would always ask for a cappuccino. Yeah, I still remember these orders. But it's like nice sometimes when you remember these people orders, and it's like they really appreciate that you pay attention. Maybe some people feel weird about it. Like sometimes I feel weird about it. It's like, oh damn. it's like maybe it doesn't like some I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. I think for the nail store it's a little weird because like I don't know. I don't know. You just have to be there. But like, New England means weather doesn't matter. MFs will drink stuff all year. Yeah, yeah. But like iced coffee, people like ride and die by it because apparently it's better like for your stomach. It's not as, which is weird because I feel like every time I see people talk about like iced coffee, it's always like they talk about like their diarrhea all the time. So like I don't know how bad is hot coffee for them. What else happened? Oh yeah, there was a very important hockey game that happened hometown. Um, I think we lost. I am honestly don't know in what state like this hockey game is. I think they lost because I saw the like the I saw a bit of the game and I saw them like lining up and like doing the whole congratulations to the other hockey team or whatever. But yeah, that was like kind of crazy because like every Tuesday I would like go on the train coming back home and then you'll just see like lines of blue jerseys. And it'll be so annoying because it's like sometimes I'd have to skip trains because it's just way too full and I'm like carrying a bunch of things. And it's like I have to wait for the next hopefully empty-ish train, which it never is. And so I have to just choose like the best emptier one just to have room for like my stuff. Like I'll stand, but like just have room. And it always reek of alcohol and I'm like, well, it's over. I don't have to deal with it anymore. But the thing is with like hockey games in Vancouver, you have to be careful because just because how we treat hockey, it's like, you know, if we lose, it's like you have to think about the safety of our people. Like you have to think, is the city gonna be okay? It's like I would just like purposely lose just to be like, listen, if we win, someone's gonna be hurt. Someone's gonna lose a leg. But so far, I haven't been hearing anything. So hopefully, we have learned our lesson since what was the last riot in 2010 or something? I talked about it on stream, but I was like, oh my god, when that riot happened, that last riot, I was like grade six, so I was like 9 or 10 years old or something like that. Damn. But the crazy thing is that I mean, we watch hockey because my dad's a hockey fan, but we actually don't watch our hometown team. He doesn't like our hometown team, so we watch a different team. But every time I see my dad watching hockey, like these playoffs in particular, he watches it because he wants to see our hometown team lose. And it's like, you know what? I'm not the biggest hater. Like I need to step up my hater game. I need to be a bigger hater in life. Okay. I need to watch the team that I hate just so I can see them lose. Like that's I need to be on that level. Be Kendrick, yeah. The biggest hater, yeah. The Kendrick thing is so funny because he came out with an album about like him like changing and shit and being like a better person. Then right away he came out being the biggest hater. And it's just proof that just being a hater is more satisfying than trying to find redemption in people and trying to find kindness. Because trying to find that shit in people is so exhausting. Just be a hater and then wait for your day to come. Yeah, it's so tough. see. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good representation. I never was into Red Dead. I was very interested in it though, but my sister had a friend that was so into it, and he was like there for like the opening day of like when it like Red Dead Redemption 2, like he was there at the opening day. Like he was lining out at AB Games to get it. So Arthur tried to turn his life around and still got killed. Yeah. I played all 3 games. Okay. Yeah, I was I've been interested if I ever get like a good computer, like I don't think I would play it though, because like I don't think right now I'm that interested right now to play it, but first game is very forgotten, sadly, right? You know, it's that's what they always say. The sequels are always better. Kung Fu Panda 2, perfect. Shrek 2, perfect. Rush Hour 2, perfect. There's no coincidence. But Redemption 1 and 2 are top tier. It's kind of crazy to think that Rush Hour is like a show that I grew up with, which is it should have a movie series that I grew up with, which I should have not watched when I was a kid. But I really like those movies. Yeah, but you won't forget about the first movies, right? Lots of people think Red Dead Redemption is the first game. Is it not called Red Dead? It's called something else. The first game is Red Dead Revolver. Because they're not searching up right, Arc. They're not searching it right. that's the issue. That's a whole different word. It only had it had the only pro tag that was good from the start. That's interesting. Yeah, I think at this point, like with me with Red Dead, like I think the relationship is like I don't think I would start playing it. I feel like at this point I would not start playing it at this year. It's like it feels like a game that you kind of just had to be there for me, and then like yeah, you just kind of be there, you know. I don't know, maybe I'll start it. There's a lot of games that I missed out on life because I just never had the facilities to be able to play them. Who knows? Oh yeah, I heard they recently dropped Ghost of Tsushima on PC. Yeah. I just like saw like an ad on Twitter. I didn't even hear about it, right? I just opened Steam and it was there. Oh man. I mean that's good. But you were just like frantic. You're just like, let me buy it. Let me get it. I own the art book and I own it on PS4, right? Yeah. And you're just like restarting it, right? Oh, speaking of sport craze, and speaking of New England, actually, I remember being in grade like 8 or 9, and like the Patriots were like killing it, or like killing it in football at the time. Is like New England like similar when it comes to sports? Like they're really like into the Patriots, and it's like if you're not, like they'll just like jump you or whatever. But I never bothered to play it though because I hate PS. You hate the PlayStation, right? Mm. Yeah, the Patriots are our people, yeah. Because like I mentioned this just before on stream, but like when it comes to like Vancouver and hockey, it's like it gets dangerous like if we lose. So I don't know if it's but we've got lots of diversity here. Yeah, lots of different sports. Very fun. Yeah, for Canada, when it comes to like baseball, it's like the Blue Jays, but that's Toronto. That's not where I'm from. I was gonna say, I was gonna say, you were saying something, and then I was thinking of something else. I gotta read chat. um, Whatever, forgot. You either like the Red Sox or the Yankees. Ooh. And they'd be fighting, right? I kind of heard about that. I kind of like heard about the whole Red Sox and Yankees thing. I think they recently had a game. I think there was recently a Yankee game. Not sure. Here, the thing I'm not excited about drawing this is her freaking necklace because it's so stupidly intricate. But we got to do the respects. I'm not into ball sports and more martial arts kind of thing. MMA. Yeah, I'm more into esports, dog. No, generally, I'm more into like fighting games, esports. And like I guess the only sport I would generally watch would be like hockey, because like I get what's going on in there. Yeah, combat sports and motorsports. Motorsports. I like Valo and Tekken events too. Yeah, they recently had a Tekken event in Ivory Coast. I thought that was very interesting. I really liked seeing Tekken in like so many of these different countries, and I love seeing it expand like that. If I continue studying French, I would say something French right now, but I completely forgot how to speak French, to be honest. Oh yeah, and I was thinking about like my final project, and I wanted to do something kind of goth because we had like this homework where we were supposed to make a collage of like a certain theme and then put like nails on it that we just find on like Pinterest or whatever and like fit it to the theme to like make sure we understand like when someone asks for a certain nail, like what do we think of and like are we doing not the theme right, but like understanding you just understanding what the client wants. And like I did goth as a theme and I wanted to choose and I chose goth because so a lot of times with subcultures, which I understand goth is like a general term for like a culture where there's like 50 other subcultures within it. So I guess my way of showing goth was more like trad goth, but like I wanted to challenge myself when someone said I want goth nails, I know exactly what that looks like. And I'm not choosing just like pastel goth or like just metal in general because people would think like goth and they'll be like, oh, black and maybe chrome, but like that's more of like chromy like Siberia type shit and like that's not goth. But anyway, I I don't know nails, but I'm very much goth. Yes, umbrella word, which is false perception. Yeah. I mean it's also a bit of a challenge to be like when someone does say like I just want goth nails, it's like I need to think like what am I imagining like first? Because usually when people say goth, it's like you're thinking, oh, they're going to a funeral or whatever or whatever, right? But I wanted to do goth actually for my final project, so that's why I chose it because I want to just like take the time to just do research at the same time. But I'm changing my theme. I want to change it because I don't personally connect with goth. I like the style. Not gonna shout out to all the goths out there. But I feel like it was something that I was just kind of like at this point I feel like I'm forcing myself to do and I'm not like really excited to do it. So I'm changing up my theme and I think I am gonna do something kind of Siberia, like chromy robot girl vibes. Because I feel like that's more of my like forte. So I'm really excited because I did actually just get like metal liquid chrome that I've been looking for forever, but I finally found it. I had to find it in like the corner of the nail supply store because like I don't know. Which is also so sick. Yes, it is very sick. Oh my god, I don't want to draw her necklace. I'm just gonna procrastinate on her arms. Oh, but my goodness. But it's like summer month now. But it's gonna be raining. It's gonna be raining for this next week, and it's so stupid. I hate this weather where I'm from. Just just be summer. Just like be summer. Oh, I love it doing circle line art. Love it. Love doing this. Peace signs. Winky face. I love doing this. I know this is a sketch, but I'm like trying to like do this perfectly. And it was a little hard too because like some of the classmates, because like we had to like present it, and so like some of the classmates were like asking like, okay, so like kind of like what the difference between like this subculture and like what makes this unique. And I tried to explain because like I'm not too versed in like certain subcultures, but like I was trying to like explain like the differences between like a metalhead and like a goth person. And for sure it's definitely different like different music, because goth, it's like there's a reason why it's called a goth club, right? Like they go to, and it's like more, it is more like electric music. um no, I mean not all, but like sometimes people will be surprised of like how goth music sounds like, and it's not what you think sometimes. And so I'm like, okay, well, like metalheads, it's more like this, and it's like, but like metal is also is like a umbrella term, right? So it was almost, I was like sweating a little bit because I'm like, oh, I hope I'm explaining this right to them. Not black metal like MF Sync yeah, like black metal is also different because the makeup is also different too, right? I'm like getting that right, because like Kiss does the black metal makeup, but they're not black metal, but that's black metal makeup from what I get. Yes. Because like goth is more like trad goth is more pointy makeup, and black metal has that like very intricate like spiky, not spiky, like the you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Ark. But then yeah, then like so if I chose like black metal as my theme, well, what's the difference between like regular metal? And then I had to like do like my own homework of like, okay, what is the differences? And I got to make sure I'm using the right like terms or like the right nails to represent that. Indeed, I do. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I did get something from the drugstore when I was like procrastinating, because there's this like I've been so not so into I've been just interested in buying Australian sunscreen, because when it comes to sunscreen, like Australian sunscreen is definitely kind of top of. Why am I always like saying like the most when I'm talking? Okay, because it's good sunscreen. Because Australia, like they drug test their sunscreen, so it has to meet regulations, like strict regulations. I remember someone like a dermatologist from Australia, which is a really great YouTube channel. If you're like really into like this whole science of skincare and stuff. Um, Basically with Australian sunscreens, because of just how the sun is like there, they have to drug test it, and then if it says like SPF 50 on it, you're probably getting 55 or 60. Like it's really like the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop, is that no? Okay, you know what I mean. But They actually did stock it in my drugstore. I was like surprised to see it. The sunscreen actually does like a cool thing where like the lid will turn purple if like there's a lot of UV outside. So that can be like a cool indicator of like if you need to put the sunscreen on today or no. Which you should always wear sunscreen like every day. But especially like during winter, it's like you have to like, maybe not, right? But I tried it and it was just like greasy and sticky. And I forgot that sunscreen actually like felt like that. um, I don't have dry skin, so maybe with someone like really dry skin would really like it because the greasiness will just soak. But I just like went back right away. Like I went outside the door, I sat down somewhere outside. I was like, "Ooh, don't like this," and I just like returned it right away. And the end of the day, my journey, I did not get anything, which is honestly really good because I have a terrible like shopping addiction. So it's kind of nice that like I just did not get anything. Which, mind you, it's like everything is kind of like a walk away. So it wasn't like I drove somewhere far away and not get anything. But it is honestly really hard to like not like buy things and not shop for things. For me, at least. Was that the right way? Oh yeah, that's the right way. But mostly, like, I just went outside because I wanted to play Pikmin. So sometimes it's like I just want to play Pikmin, but like my whole excuse of going is like, oh, I'm going to the nail supply store, which sometimes I do. Like, I do like just pick something up from there. But like, honestly, I just wanted to like play some Pikmin. So I just went outside, especially when it's sunny. It's like, oh, I gotta like plant my flowers. Oh my god, and like I'm so good. I'm so like not good, bad at watching shows because I'll be like into a show and then like oh my god, yes, I have like a show that I can like look forward to watching like every week and then I just like drop it right away. Like well, for this show I'm watching it's like I didn't drop it. I was just too lazy to like actually like sit down and watch the show. I ain't never played Pikmin. I played the app Pikmin Bloom, so it's like a Pokemon Go but for Pikmin. And honestly, like I think it's really fun. I like it. I don't play too much Pokemon Go anymore. Like sometimes I check it out here and there, but I played that over like Pokemon Go. So real. I'm way too lazy to be watching shows these days. Yeah, and especially it's a show that I enjoyed watching, but then I just dropped it because I'm just being lazy. It's like, oh, I could just like do something else right now, you know. That's always my thing. It's like, oh, I could just be doing something else right now. Let's see. Mm, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's nice. Like I really do like this art that I'm doing because I feel like it's artwork that I kind of feel excited drawing, and it doesn't feel like oh I need to draw something today or I need to draw something for stream. Like to be honest, sometimes I'll be like drawing things because it's like oh I just need to do something on stream. But I'm actually really enjoying doing this, except for her necklace. I don't even think about doing her necklace, but whatever. I do like this. Also, like trying to figure out recently, like I've been in like a uh like in a pickle, I guess, about because I want to be able to do nail stuff at home and have clients at home right now. I don't mind working in a salon, but like sometimes it's like you'll be doing things that you don't want to be doing. It just like sometimes it depends on the salon. They have their certain style, and so you just have to do their certain style. And it kind of messes with your clientele because it's like you want to be doing other types of nails, but your salon will let you and whatever. But like there's these options for like these 2 rooms or 3-ish rooms in the house. that I've been talking to my mom about, and she's like trying to be giving ideas. And there's one like basement area that I kind of like because it's kind of away from everything. Also, it's like the only room where literally no one uses it. And it's like, well, okay, I'll use this. But the issue, it's like you have to kind of go into the house and get there. And my mom's like, oh, it's like down in like the basement. Like no one wants to like go there. And she keeps calling it a dungeon. It's like, oh, the dungeon, the dungeon. It's like, it's not a dungeon. It's just a room. And the room is dark because it has like a dark paint on it. But that's the thing too. It's like for my room, it's like my colors are kind of dark-ish anyway. So it's like, that's just kind of the vibe. And maybe it's just like when she gets her nails done, like some people don't have these aesthetics, but like she's probably used to having like bright colors. And she's like, oh, no one wants to like go into like a room that's dark. And it's like, well, it's like you don't want to go into a room that's dark. There are a lot of nail tech rooms where it's very like mood lighty. So, but anyway, and then there's like this other room where it's near, like pretty much right beside the entrance. So people don't actually have to go into the house to like get their nails done. Some people might be too uncomfortable going very far into someone's house. But I don't like the room because then like my family and everything, they're just like doing things, and like I just don't like that it's like so close to like everything, I guess. Like my mom would just be like cooking, and like everyone else in the house would just like be doing their things, and then like I have a client, and it's like it feels very weird. Like I personally wouldn't like that. Like I would just like to have like a separate area, where like no one is there. But she's like she keeps like prodding me. It's like, oh, you should do this room because it's like near the door, and like also part of it is like because there's like hardwood and the downstairs is like a carpet. So but then I mentioned it's like, well, I'm not going to do pedicures right now. So I wouldn't mind the carpet because I don't need the wood right now, because if you're doing pedicures you need the wood, the vinyl on the floor. But I know my mom doesn't like the idea of having everything in the basement, but yeah, it's hard to convince her sometimes. At this point, I think I just would want to work for a salon or something, because it's like now I just think like, oh, I don't even want it in the house anymore. So my mom is like that. She like always wants like the last word of everything, and she wants to be the one that gives like the good ideas, and like everything is her idea kind of thing. Like I remember I was talking to my sister about like her shirt design. I was telling her like about like the formats and like the technology. It's like, oh, this is what a vector layer does, da, 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 and this is how this works. And we're like just talking about it, and my mom wants to like come in like and talk about it with us. It's like you literally have no idea like what we're talking about. You have no idea what we're talking about, but you want in. Like she just wants to be like the decision. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like kind of like her way, and if it's not her way, she's gonna make it clear that she doesn't like the idea or whatever. Because I feel like if I do have it in the basement area thing, like she's just gonna once a week she's just gonna talk poke me about it, and like try to think that I made a bad decision or whatever, and it's like I hate it. Now her boobies. Sometimes boobies, because she has Badonk. That works, but it's like very flat. Oh, whatever. Anyway, that was my rant. I don't know. That's just been something that's going on in my head. Cause I'm like, and like, oh yeah, and the third-ish room was like another room that was like behind the living room or something. And she's like, oh, I'll like, you can use this room, even though it's a room that we use. And it's literally a guest room. It's like there's a bed in it, and it's like people use that room as, and she's like, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, people need to get into the house to get to this room. And she's like, no, I'll like just I'll like install stairs from the outside and put a door in here. And it's like, okay, like don't rip the house up for this, because it's like I might just not like I want to eventually just have like a suite area where like I don't have to be in the house, right? Like I have like a building area that I can do nails in. Like you don't have to rip the house up. So that's why I say third-ish, because it's like it was suggested, but I don't think we're gonna go for that. Yeah, I want a separate zone too. Yeah, especially if I'm working with gel and like loud machinery and shit. Like I don't want to have that ring around in the house, and like I don't want like my mom to be like walking in. I don't want like noises of cooking and like my dog and like just people doing their own like things, because it's like even then it's like in a house it's a private area where you're doing things anyway. And I feel like that room that's near the front door, it's like I'm like, if I was a client, it's like I don't want to be on your guys' business like that. Like you know what I mean? But the place downstairs is just like away from everything and everyone. But yeah. And the thing is, the walls are dark, but I like the look. It's like it's moody, and there's going to be other things in it. And I'm like, I'm not going to use the lights that are installed in the ceiling. I might just use like a mood light to make the room look a little better. So. And I think they don't know I don't do acrylic. So, they're always like, what about the smell? The smell, like you need a place where there's like a bigger window, because there is a window down in that room. That's like, oh, you need a bigger window. But I'm like, okay, gel doesn't smell though. When people talk about smell with nails, it's like it's acrylic and it's the monomer, like the liquid to make the acrylic get that structure. Like that's what the smell is. Gel doesn't have a smell. I mean, I think it only has a smell when you like shave it down, but I have like a dust collector that like collects everything. And there is a small window. Also, there is like a bathroom down there too. And it's all in that one room. And I was like talking to my mom about like the room by the entrance. And she was like, yeah, I mean, there's also like she can use like there's also a bathroom that they can use, but like they have to walk into the house to get to the bathroom, and that's like that's a family bathroom. It's like I don't want clients to be like in the family bathroom, right? Because like, what if someone walks in? What if someone knocks on the door? It's like it's weird. It's a little, right? It's like I don't know you like that. Also, just aesthetic wise, like the room is way too light and bright. I don't like it. I don't like it. And she even told me, it's like, yeah, eventually when you need to move into a bigger space, it's like, yeah, the downstairs room is bigger than the space you're trying to sell me. Oh, but I'm so excited for the IKEA shopping. The IKEA shopping to like get like the tables and shit like that. So excited. That's how you're an adult. You're excited to go to IKEA to like get tables and shit. Get like organizers. And to be honest, sometimes I like wake up when I'm going to school, or like sometimes I'll just be thinking in my bed, like, man, I don't want to do this nail tech shit no more. It's like one day I'll be like, oh my god, I love doing nails. This is so fun. And then the other day it's like, I hate nails. I don't want to do this anymore. I think because school's attached to it, like you just automatically don't like it because school. It's like when kids like start reading in school and they're like, oh, reading sucks. But when you're out of school and you start reading, it's like, oh, reading was so good. It's like, yeah, because you're forced to read in school, you know. Now that you're doing it for leisure and fun, it's not as bad, huh? And let me drink some water. But I'm thinking, like, if I really want this project to like be really good, I have to kind of think about it now, and I have to like start now. I have to like make some drafts. Hold on, I'm just like, I have my hair tied up, and I need to let it loose because it's hurting. Gotta scrub my hair. It's hurting. Scratching ASMR, I guess. But yeah, literally like no one uses that room. And the other room, it's like an office area, but she's like, no, I'll move like everything. And it's like bro, I think like, yeah, it's just like it'll be so not stressful if it was in the downstairs basement area. I've seen so many people like, I'm like so jealous of the people that like have sheds, but they don't use their shed. We use our shed and we use the garage. Like there's people who don't use garages, which like I never grew up with that where like the garage was like never used. Like as in like no one would put like a car in there, which I've never seen that in real life. I don't know, maybe it's like a country thing. You always used our garage, we always used our shed. And now that I'm thinking of it, it's like, damn, I would really love it if that shed was like not used. Man, I heard some like people who start nails, like they get their dad to build a shed for them so they can do nails. Mind you, these are people who probably use acrylic, so they need to have like a really ventilated separate area because acrylic is like very smelly. Yeah, but I would really love that shed was empty. Let's see. And if you notice, I mean, this person is my favorite character, and some of my design does kind of look like her, so I'm not even like shy about that. It's like, yeah, because I like this person very much. Like the skirt, like the buckle sometimes, like that looks like that. Kind of has that like similar silhouette in a way. Oh my god, but taking pictures of nails, it's just so hard sometimes. You're just trying to find the right angles with the right sun. And then like Android is like so iffy with how it wants to be. It's like sometimes it's like the best camera ever, and like at other times it's like the worst thing ever. And mind you, I have like an updated like new edition Samsung, like with like the quote unquote better camera than it's ever been and I struggle with it sometimes. Sounds like how it used to be when I did traditional art and stuff. Yeah, taking the right picture. Yeah. When I was a kid doing traditional stuff, like I would always do that technique of like taking a picture of it, cropping it, putting like using filters to make the lighting right, and like it just all depends if the first image is good. Because if you have so many shadows and stuff, it's like no matter how many filters you put in there, it's like it's not gonna work. But I used to like scan it, upload it on DeviantArt. But yeah, man, those were the times when shit was like so simple and fun. You would just like scan your little pencil drawings and stuff. And sometimes I often think about the first ever drawing of Hatsune Miku I've done. Wait. I think about that drawing. And I wish I uploaded that shit on DeviantArt because I don't think I did. Like a lot of my drawings I would upload on DeviantArt, and like that account I still have, and I could see all of my old drawings, and like I think about that drawing, and I'm pretty sure it's just completely missing. Like it's just like been by like degrading somewhere in a, or just like shredded up in a recycling something. I mean, it's been years. It's probably disappeared. It's gone. But like, I think about that drawing because I remember I never had like, when I would like draw things on paper, I would keep it on a clipboard, and I would keep that was like my sketchbook. And I don't know, it was just like someone probably just threw it out, to be honest. Like, which it makes me so depressed. Like I looked through all of my old like binders of like all my old drawings, and like all those paper drawings, and like I don't remember if that Miku drawing is like in there. I don't remember, but I remember taking that drawing to school, and it's like, oh, look at this drawing of Miku I did, to like my friends. Man, now I'm sad. I remember the reference. I remember the reference that I used to draw that picture. I used the figurine version of her. And I didn't use like a drawing version of her. It was like her Figma like picture, and I used that as like a reference. Damn. I'm like depressed now. Because that's like my first ever like little drawing of Miku, and like Vocaloid and like Miku has been in my life like to this day. Like I'm literally drawing Luka. Like I'm literally like to this day when I started in like when I was like 12, 13. And yeah, whatever. Sometimes I think about a lot of the drawings that I did that are lost, because I would get like these Strathmore like mega big sketchbooks. I don't know if you remember that. It had like the green like theme on it. The giant like those giant Strathmore sketchbooks, and I would do everything in there. And I have like one where it says sketchbook 1, and then I have one where it's like sketchbook 3, but I can't find sketchbook 2, and it depresses me. Maybe sketchbook 2, some of those drawings are like uploaded on DeviantArt, because I always uploaded that shit on DeviantArt. But it's like it's nowhere. It's gone. Like I probably left it in like school, and like someone just like put it in like lost and found, but then when I didn't pick it up, I don't even know. Like how could I? It's a massive like thing. Like it's a massive sketchbook. It's like as big, like almost bigger than my laptop screen. Like even bigger than that. Yeah, I still have some. Yeah, I try to keep as much like my old drawings as much as possible. I know there's like a lot of artists that like hate their old drawings and they just get rid of them right away, but yeah, I always kept them, and I still have them. And sometimes I go through them. They're like in my closet. I still have like old printouts of like in elementary school. me and my friends would sneak into the computer lab during recess because like no one was allowed to be there, but it was like always open because we were supposed to be outside doing recess, and we would always like look up stuff on there, and like I would always look up pictures of like Luka and like everything, and I would like just print them out on the school printer. I remember one time we got like caught by like our grades, one of the grade 7 teachers, and oh my god, it was so embarrassing. Like, we were walking out like with our heads down, just like slowly. Like he seemed like pretty mad that we weren't at recess. I still have those like printouts. I still have the printouts that me and my friends did. Oh my goodness! Wow. Of like when we were being little rebels at that time. That was very scary to do, going into the computer lab. I even have like this really, really old, I think I mentioned this on stream, but I've been slowly watching Bleach, and I have like this old drawing by like a grade 7 friend that drew me a chibi of Ichigo, and I still have it, and that got me to watch Bleach like when it was on YouTube and stuff, but I kind of like stopped. And now I started watching Bleach, but I still have that I still have that drawing. Oh my god, memories. Sorry, my phone was doing something. But I might start looking through all of my old sketchbooks now, because I'm curious if I still have that Hatsune Miku drawing. And actually, like, I was actually like sitting around eating dinner or whatever, and my dad was like doing some like paperwork, and he was using a clipboard, and I saw on the back of the clipboard that it had my name on it. Like my name was written on it, and I'm like, wait, that's my drawings. That's my drawing clipboard. Oh my goodness. And I'm thinking, it's like, did he just... He wouldn't just like thrown away the drawing. He probably just threw away the drawing, but like, yeah. Cause like if it, I would have had it if it was still here. I don't know. I think that's, out of all the drawings, that's like the one drawing I wish I still had, because that was the turning point in my life, literally, of what I'm doing, and like what has been part of my life for so long. Oh, I even remember doing like this fake signature thing. I wanted to make it look like Hatsune Miku actually like signed it. So it was very like cursive. It was very cursive, a very cursive font for Miku. I thought that like fit her personality. And I put like a bunch of hearts around it. It's like, oh, she would sign it like this. But like, that's, you know, that's who she is. Oh my god, yeah, I remember even more of a relic. I remember when I first started getting into anime and I wanted to draw more like manga art, I guess, or something. That my first ever anime drawing was a Mark Curly Tortillo Tortilla, Hurricane Tortilla. It was one of his like semi-realistic anime face drawing tutorial, because my first ever like manga thing, my first ever exposure to like anime things was the Death Note manga. So like my first inspiration was that type of art, and that was like that's what I was trying to like strive for. So my first ever drawing was like a Mark Curly Tortillo tutorial, right? Tutorial. And that was like my first ever, and that was like on that clipboard, but I'm pretty sure that's just like disappeared. It's gone. So yeah, just like when I talk about computers, it's like you just don't think about it and you don't think about preserving it. Sometimes you do preserve some of it, but sometimes you don't. So, but I still have a memory of it, so I guess that counts. But I was thinking English is hard, yeah. Sometimes it's so embarrassing that I'll be like forgetting how to spell in school. It's like, man, I shouldn't even be here. Sure. Oh yeah, but like I was saying with the oh my god, I was doing her hand, I didn't even finish the head. Oh my god. Anyway about like the hockey game and stuff, it's like sometimes you're just watching it, like you're watching your home game just to see if like there's going to be any riots going on because you don't want that to happen. It's like you don't care about the hockey, you just want to see if everyone's going to be safe tonight. Which is kind of crazy to say, to be honest. Oh yeah, last stream I used to do stuff like that too, and Death Note was also one of my first anime outside of Dragon Ball. Yeah. I remember I used to be so scared at looking at Ryuk when I first saw him. Um, Seeing him on accident, I was like, he was so scary to look at, and I was like, oh no. But then he turned out to be a pretty funny guy. TV show. Ryuk is very scary to me. Like the way he looks in the TV show is a little bit more scarier than the manga, but man, did I tell you I went to like a Death Note panel and they're just like going through like the history of Death Note? Because I went to a Death Note panel, it was pretty fun. I went with my little cousin who just started getting into anime, and it's like she was pretty much down for anything. I was like, I kind of want to go to this panel. She's like, okay, I really don't care, but yeah. Yeah. Death Note. Oh man, I love Death Note. Love, love, love. Mm-hmm. Damn, her thigh. Okay, that looks sorry. That was like her leg was super thick. Hold on. I mean, still kind of thick, but there's literally no seam to it. But yeah, since Death Note was like my first art inspiration, like you can sometimes it's so hard to break out of those habits when you want to kind of move on from that art style. I feel like sometimes I still see Death Note in my art. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's how I used to draw when I was 13. It's really hard to break out of it. Man, I remember I used to thought I was like so cool because I was like exclusively trying to read Shonen Jump manga, and because I was a girl, that was like a weird thing to do. Hold on, I need to check this sketch. Yeah, I had those issues with Dragon Ball, but I broke through and got to my own style, and then I grew a lot art wise. Yeah, for me, I feel like I've grown a lot art wise when I wasn't trying to do like the realistic shit, because that's like one thing that I um like I just wasn't having fun with my art, so I just decided to do like very anime-esque art, and I felt more comfortable in it because I felt semi-realism and stuff like it was like stressing me out for no reason. So I found a lot of strength kind of just doing the opposite people think growing in art is, because it's like they think like, oh, like you have to start doing realistic stuff, and that, yeah, again, like that could be true for some people, but I would do anime art, and then like the most important thing is to study how lighting works and everything, and understand how to put your character in a room, like even if it is just like an all white background, like how do you make it so it's very dynamic? And that helped my art a lot, even though it was like um anime art, because a lot of great artists like they do like this very like cutesy anime art, but the way that they shade and color, it's like that is a proof of art skill. It doesn't always mean like realism. A lot of my favorite artists are like that, and they have great lighting and everything. And I learn a lot from them. Obviously, learning anatomy is very important because even in anime art, people can like point out really bad anatomy and it'll look really weird. So obviously, it's like that whole thing of like stylizing your art, but you know, make it so it still looks balanced or whatever. But she also has the bracelet. Because even when I switched up my art style, I felt like I was still like lacking in making illustrations more interesting. And it was more of me not studying color, lighting, how to place your object in the illustration, like things like that. So it wasn't that I wasn't doing realism, and it wasn't that like anime, I thought anime art was going to make it easier. It's just like it was all of these fundamentals that I was like missing out on. Bracelet done. Okay, let's get her necklace out of the way. But I need to lighten this, get rid of that, because I need to see. Hold on, I need to look at my reference. Literally right behind me. I don't want to draw that. Okay. Okay, I got it. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do like the main part of her necklace, the little infinity sign, and then I think that's all I'm gonna do because I'm not gonna. This is a sketch, okay? I'm not gonna go out. But speaking of computers, there is a company that does sell pre-built computers, but it's more like recycled, so they use Dell casing, but the insides have all these really good parts, and they sell it for pretty cheap because the whole thing is like his whole motive is that people sell computers unnecessarily expensive, so he wants to sell computers like that are high quality but like pretty cheap, and I might consider getting it from him. Like I think the highest performing computer that he has is like 1200, I think. Like 1200. And like the cheapest he sells is like 200 or something like that. Cuz it's not fancy, it's just kind of like a Dell casing with good parts in it. And I'm all for that. See, I can't even do this. So if it does this way, you could get one, but get a new case for it. Do you not recommend old ass cases? Because like I honestly don't care about the look at this point. Maybe I should save up for like a cool looking one, but I don't mind something that just works, you know? Still give me what I want. Because to be honest, like RGB is cool and all, but like I don't really care at the same time. Sure, let's just do this. Case matters ain't just for looks. For like okay, you know what? I hate that. Let me just and the RGB is not case based, it's aftermarket lights, right? Let me do this. Like even one like mine, a simple case, but it's all about airflow, right? Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do some research. Maybe there are some like reviews I have to look at before I get a computer from this person, but get a mid-tower case from Corsair. Give me 2 seconds. I would like to look at this. Because also I have to think that my desk, that I have room on my desk. Mid-tower case. Corsair. Oh yeah, pretty basic. Oh yeah, I like the look of that one. It's 100, like on Amazon, like 104 Canadian. I guess depending on where you get it, some of it is 200, but. Yeah. Yeah, but you have to check like if this person has like reviews, if people actually like the computer and it works out for them. But yeah, you can check it out for yourself if you're like kind of curious about how this person does the computers. It's literally called Easy Computers, like literally EZ, letter E, the letter Z, and then computers. Yeah. And they have like an Instagram where they talk about their reasonings and everything. Yeah, their high-end computer, like 1,300. I'm kind of curious what the case is because I am. Yeah, it's just like a Dell case that he just finds. Like he tries to like get like recyclable stuff. Reviews, they're all 5 stars. There's some people I think I saw that they had some issues, but you're able to talk to the guy and he'll help like fix it for you. But anyway, I'm drawing. Excuse me. I will later probably. I wouldn't use any office casing though, that's for sure. Yeah, seems it works out for like other people, but yeah, definitely check out, see like what they, how that, like I guess how they do it, because like obviously I can't tell. Like they just be making these he just makes these computers. So you seem to have more of the expertise on how this all works, and you can judge from there. Ooh, I can see my models like leaning. Sometimes I do that when I draw, I'm leaning. God, I have terrible back issues. Man, being a nail tech is going to be terrible because like on top of drawing and being a nail tech, it's just back issues city. It's just painful back Tina. Right? I don't think I'm even using that right. It's pain Tina. that's how you use it. Okay, there. No, it needs to be bigger. Let's turn this on. Actually, I need to do this. Ooh, okay, this is what I need to do. I was like confused for 2 seconds. Yes, yeah, that's how that works. Um, the hair. Yes, the hair. And then, oh, literally the entire thing. Oh, oh. Okay, I think that's good. And let's do that. Sure. Now we can do the hair. Yes, yeah. God, hair can be difficult sometimes because the flow is so like annoying. You want to make it perfect too. Man, do you ever have like music artists that you listen to maybe for like a month and you're like obsessed with them? It's like, oh yeah, like whatever. Songs are so good. I'm like listening to all this, and then you just like drop them like right after. It's like, okay, I'm bored with you. Because I literally had that experience like last year or something. So I was like, this song came on, and I was like, man, I don't even know why I have this on my playlist. I thought it was like fine for like a week, and then like I skip it every time I'm listening to this playlist. This is one band from Japan. They're pretty popular. King New. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I was like so obsessed with their music for like a month, and then right away I just like dropped them. Like I don't know, my brain just like switched up. Which I feel like is blasphemous to say that because like I feel like everyone loves King New. But yeah. Cause like I'm so over the sound, you know what I mean? Yeah, with a few, yeah. Cause I feel like I'm so over with this like 80s sound now. It's just like I don't want to be listening to this unless it's like really, really good. But like I feel like I feel like when this album came out, like this 80s sound was like already walking out the door. Like I think we're done with 80s revivalism and like people they gotta switch up. Like we can't be doing this anymore. No one's into this anymore. Stranger Things was a thing that happened and no one cares anymore. So like let's move on. I mean, if it's a song literally from like the 80s, I wouldn't mind. But sometimes 80s revivalism is like it just gives me it's a chop. It's a no for me. And listen, if that's your thing, sure, because whatever. Maybe I'm like a trend chaser and I'm just doing whatever is happening at the moment. Cause I used to wear like colorful windbreakers when that whole thing was happening, but now it's not even like my style no more. Because honestly, like when I was a kid, like I didn't even know kind of who I was at the time, and I'm just like looking at these things like, oh, maybe I'll do this, but it wasn't working out. Like honestly, like I felt like I was like when I was wearing like the 80s clothes when that was a thing that was happening, it literally just didn't feel like right. Like I was wearing this and I'm like, I don't know. It's like I don't know if the style really like fits me. But man, I remember when vaporwave was a thing too. I really loved vaporwave too. I don't know if it's making a comeback. I heard it might be making a comeback. Excuse me. Nah, vaporwave stay dead. Yeah. Oh my god. Like how long did that last for? Like 2 3 years. I want to listen back to some of the old vaporwave songs because I used to love vaporwave. I thought it was like such a cool aesthetic. Like purples and pinks were like my thing, and like Greek architecture was so cool. I like sometimes think about the companies that base their entire aesthetic off of vaporwave, and I'm kind of thinking like, oh, how are they doing right now? Because I don't know if anyone's buying from them. Like I don't know if anyone's buying like the little wavy um 80s cup thing, you know what I'm saying? I think there's one company that does that, like their name is like the word vapor is literally in their company's name, but they sell like this CD mirror that I really like, and I think that's one of their best sellers because it's just like a really cool idea. It's basically a big like DVD CD, but it's like a mirror. And I really want that. I really want that mirror. It was basically like the Arizona can, you know. Uh Dark Wave Supremacy cut down and probably rebranded. Let me check. They were called Vapor 95, I think. Let me see. Instagram. Vapor Vapor 95. Let's see what they're selling. Hmm. Okay, ship posting. I want to see your clothes. Yeah, they kind of moved on from the aesthetic. They're doing more of like that tribal stuff now. I'm kind of curious. I want to go on their website. Hold on. Shop our clothing. Okay, let me see. No, they're still selling some of that stuff, but some of them are like on sale now. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that little wavy design, they're selling it for like it was 90 initially, now they're selling it for like 77. I meant the others, but maybe backstock, yeah. But even then, like this jacket, like it's not even worth because this jacket they're selling is like it's a bomber that was 160 and now they're selling it for 132 and it's like, bro, it's still too expensive. Like I can't even see the idea of someone like wearing this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have some clothing where it's a little bit more like darker, has like angels on it and shit. They have a backrooms shirt. Oh my goodness. Damn. no, I don't want it. Okay. Okay. Don't want it. Yeah, I mean, some of these colorful ones are pretty nice, but especially colorful clothing, they're just so hard to style. It's like I feel like I can't wear anything else if I'm wearing this. It's like no, no, it keeps adding shit to my cart by accident. No. Go away. Go away. Sorry, I'm just like in a rabbit hole of like 2016. Yeah, I just actually recently am I still live? Sorry. I'm checking because I literally cannot see myself. Like my thing is loading. Okay. Chat's working. Okay. My thing is just not working. Hold on. My tablet's not loading. Also, that's like the one thing that my sister said that like um you're all set. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. But that's like the one thing that my sister said. That she's like, your Wi-Fi's so bad in here. It's like, yeah, I'm literally on the other side of the house. Like the Wi-Fi's bad here. She's like, yeah, you need like a router in your room or something. It's like true. But I was just talking about. Sorry, I know Arky was saying something about clothes, but I can't literally see the chat right now. So I yeah, I was just mentioning how I was just searching up this brand where they're famous for selling acne patches. And they're like shaped as stars, and that's why a lot of people get them. And they have like a bunch of different colors and stuff. And they did like sell like toners and like face washes, but now they just kind of focus on doing. They just like got rid of everything else except for the patches, and they just focus their brand on doing patches because that's what people pretty much get their stuff for. It's like the patches. And I really want them because they're so cute. And it comes with a little case, and they're pretty like cheap. I thought like it was gonna be really expensive, but it's pretty cheap for what I thought it was gonna be. I guess because they sell a lot, so it's like justified that they can sell it cheap and they'll still make profit. I guess that's how it works. Oh, there's my Wi-Fi is not connected on my tablet. Okay, what's going on? Okay, I should be able to see chat. Okay, yes. Hold on, let me read what are you saying? Maybe okay. For a bomber jacket is mental, yeah. If it's like a lifetime jacket, but sure, a specific design, no. Yeah, it was like the whole like Japanese aesthetic, like pinky blue. It has like it says Kyoto on the side. Like it's very like not of this time anymore. I feel like people who would wear that are very just like um chronically online. Like they're just kind of still stuck on that era. Statement pieces are something you can't just be dropping money on since it ain't too I get what you mean. You can't wear it all the time. I think that was a typo there. Talking about fashion while eating fruit snacks in bed at 2 in the morning. You know what? You're doing so much better than me eating fruit. I was the other day, I was just gonna go get my bag of Ruffles chips and just like eat that till 2 in the morning. You're doing so much better than me. Just Ethernet, not a router. Yeah, I should get some Ethernet. But yeah, my teacher gave me a tangerine in class, and that tangerine was so dry. There was like no juice in it. It was sweet, but it was dry. It was like I just literally told her I was like, yeah, that tangerine was dry. But I was like, but it was sweet. It was good. It was just dry. And you know what just happened when I was before I came upstairs to do streaming? Like my mom, like I swear she's like an iPad baby. I swear. Because people talk about like kids and their technology use. It's like, yeah, like definitely talk about that. And I think this liner is done. No, it's not done. Never mind. She like sometimes she would be like on her phone and then she would have um like her iPad too, and she'll be like watching shows on the iPad, and then she'll also be watching TV at the same time. And it's like, you guys gotta check on your parents. You can't just be looking at the kids sometimes. So maybe your parents are like iPad babies, you know? Let me see. Let me see. Did my okay? I was so scared that my when the the Wi-Fi shut down, I was so scared that like the stream just like went down and it just like cut it down to like two streams, but we're continuing to stream. But let me just see the rest of this. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do a little design on her skirt because I don't want to, and I'll do the buckles at least. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do the buckles at least because like I didn't want to do the necklace, but I got at least do the buckles. It's like sometimes when I'm in the living room and I'm on my phone, if I want to watch something on the TV, I like pause everything and then I watch what I'm trying to see on the TV and then I just like go back on my phone. But oh my god, phone and iPad and TV at the same time. And sometimes my sister would be like that too. It's like, Mom, you're such an iPad baby. Fruit snacks gummies, not real fruit. Oh, yeah, it didn't load up in the chat, but I see it on display. Like Welch's fruit snacks, because those are the best. Fruit Station is really good too. I think that's how you pronounce it right. I like Fruit Station as well. I feel like Fruit Station, whatever. It's like it's got a little bit more of a tang to it compared to Welch's, but Welch's is nice and soft. Precisely. Welch is nice. I kind of want gummies though. I feel like gummies are kind of like my favorite candy, you know? I really love gummies cuz like Sour Patch Kids are my favorite gummies. I really love Sour Patch Kids. They're like my ultimate favorite. The urge to like not get Sour Patch Kids when I'm out is like so hard because I already have bad teeth in general and I know I know the Sour Patch Kids are going to put me out like my teeth are just going to be gone at that point. But yeah. Yeah, like anything sour, like I just love. Actually, one of the craziest things I do is like my favorite. Okay, this is gonna be like TMI, but hey, I'm an honest person. Like my favorite snacks sometimes is literally just uh like pickles, to be honest. Sour Patch watermelon slap though. I just tried the gummy Skittles and they're so good. Gummy Skittles, sour Skittles, I really love. Also like the Jolly Ranchers gummies, where it's the two mix. Those are really really good. Oh my god, I remember I was thinking about those. I should have picked that up when I was at the dollar store today. Anyway, my favorite snacks is pickles. I really like pickles. My sister just got onto pickles. She started to realize it's like, oh, these are really good. Like I'm talking about sometimes I'll just put a fork in the pickle jar and I'll just take it out and I'll just like munch on it. Cause like that's how much I like pickles. My cat Teddy says hi. Oh hi Teddy. Scrunchy munchy. Stinky minky. I hate pickles. Oh yeah. That's like one thing I feel like it's such a deal breaker with people. It's like you either hate pickles or you love pickles. And if you hate pickles, you're insane. And if you love pickles, it's like blasphemy. It's, but I love pickles. Sometimes I'll be asking pickles on burgers that shouldn't be on burgers. Or I'll just ask for like extra pickles or some shit like that. I don't know. Love it. But that's like, I feel like that's kind of a secret because I feel like telling people that I just sometimes be taking pickles out of the jar and eating them is like insane, but that's what I do. It's my favorite thing. Like if I was on First We Feast Snacked, it would be like Sour Patch Kids and like pickles would be the first two things that I think of. Maybe some Indian snacks. I was gonna get some. Oh yeah, I was gonna get some Indian snacks today too. But I'm trying to not spend too much. That's like my goal in adulthood, is not to try to spend a lot of money, even if it's just like some snacks. I'm just gonna color this because this is not supposed to be like an illustration. I'm just gonna go in. Let's do some coloring. But before I do that, let me drink some water. Extra pixels crazy. I just got a snack haul, not gonna lie. I totally spent too much, yeah. Oh my god. I gotta do a snack haul too. I gotta do the thing where I have to hide it in my room type of shit. I gotta start doing that. Literally, I wanna go to now you're giving me ideas. I totally spent too much. Oh yeah, sorry, I just read that. I literally like I'm gonna go to like the dollar store or something, get like a basket or something, and just like get snacks and just fill it up, and then just like keep it in my room. Oh my god! But if you go into grocery stores, you can get like big size like Sour Patch Kids, and I'll be eating that like it's dinner. And there's some people who are like they're like, oh yeah, Sour Patch Kids when they're like a bit old is so good. It's like hell no, like fresh all the way. Love it. Love fresh. I don't like it when they're stale. And that's like when you watch Snacked Feast, it's like I do the same. Can't have motherfuckers in this house eating my money. Yeah. I tend to hide things in my room all the time. It's like, this is mine, you can't touch it. First of all, also I literally don't know what this expression is. She's just being dramatic, I guess. I don't know. Because sometimes on Twitter, I'll be like seeing artists and they just be drawing characters in like whatever situation. I was like, okay, let me do that. I'll get Twitter famous if I just do this. Which is like, it's I hate it when the illustrations, it's literally just like old girl eating old gummies. They go in like an institution. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of like it when it's like a little stale, like maybe like a day old out of the bag. I don't know. But like when I watch like First You Feast Snacked, like I remember this girl's like, oh, I love Sour Patch Kids, but I don't eat it fresh. I prefer it if it's like a little stale. It's like, oh my god, how long does it get stale? Like they're gummies. You have to give it 5 years. But it so annoys me when people just like when artists be uploading like a picture with like nothing on it, no caption, no hashtags or anything, and it's like 500,000 likes. And it's like, damn, how do you do that? Somehow 24 likes, 24K likes, yeah. Somehow. What kind of secret do they have? Industry plants, maybe? Industry plants? They gotta be hacking, yeah. they gotta be they gotta be in the mainframe to figure that out. Yeah, for some reason my like chat is not like working. So I'm just like looking literally through my like stream like display, if that makes sense. They got the connections, yeah. There's this actually there's like this one K-pop song that I like, but only for like the couple of like seconds in the song. Other than that, I'm like, okay, I don't want this anymore. But I hate it when that happens when you're listening to a song and it's like only there's like this one part that you really like and like the rest of the song is ass. Like sometimes I'll do that. It's like when I'm listening to a song in the car, it's like I just wait for the part that I like and I just like switch it. I just switch it to the other song. Also part when I was talking about like the band merch thing with my sister, one part of it too is that like we were looking at the colors on like completely different screens and it showed like different saturations and it was like really hard to see legitimately like what the color was because my thing has more of like a yellow tinge and then like the Samsung screen is like more brighter and then like we had a Mac screen that was going on. I have a few of those songs, yeah. Sometimes there's like Justin Timberlake songs where it's like I just want to hear this part and then like I'm dipping because we don't support him here. Or just generally those artists where you're like, I swear I don't listen to him like that. I remember someone was like, I saw this video where like a Chris Brown song started playing off their playlist and like, oh my god, I swear I don't listen to him like that. I swear. Let's do. Sometimes I don't really know. Okay, let's do the clothes on top of the skin. And I'm just like picking the colors out just like by random. Yeah, screen settings are such a pain. Some stuff I look at and my monitor and I just set it up on my phone and upload and the color grading is ass, yeah. Keep in mind that Polyworld is like really like literally in front of your words, so like I'm trying to read your sentence, but yeah, I totally get it. Like sometimes when I'm drawing on my computer and then I upload it to Instagram and I see it on my phone, it's like it's so much brighter than I thought it would be. But yeah, so annoying. Awesome. For me, I had one and it's super dark on my phone. Okay, for my phone, it's like things are brighter on my phone compared to like my laptop screen. Okay, like literally it's like I don't even know what's going on. I love black outfits, but like with black liner, you don't even know what's going on. Hmm. Yeah. Um, Actually, honestly, I've been thinking about like playing Honkai Star Rail kind of a little bit because people on Twitter that I follow were saying that it's like maybe I'll install Honkai. And I watch a streamer where they play Honkai, and I watch their streams, and I'm starting to think like maybe I should start playing that game too. Because I played Genshin for a bit, and I didn't go very far, but I decided it's like I don't really like this, so I dipped. But thinking about playing Honkai, the only way of me playing Honkai is through um my phone. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to play if it's on my phone though, because it's gonna take up so much of the battery. I'm not a big fan on games like those. Yeah, it's like turn-based kind of anime thing. Yeah, I'm probably just getting influenced by people that I watch and follow. But I have a classmate that's like really into Genshin Impact. And sometimes I tell her, it's like, don't you go to like the anime conventions that are here? Because literally, it's like you can get everything and like anything you want Genshin Impact. And she's like, no, I never really considered that. It's like, yeah. We have like this thing in our area called Makers where it's basically a store that supports artists and you can like just get your stuff in there and got to get a burner phone just for that. Same, which is why I won't stream art in Dead by Daylight, right? Oh yeah, that's the thing too. It's like, oh, I have like sometimes when I stream, like sometimes I just use like my real phone for like as the camera, but like for games and stuff, it's like I probably need a separate phone. But yeah, and they support artists and like it's like people can just like literally like sell whatever, and you sometimes you get like a lot of like anime stuff, so people be selling keychains and stuff, and like even in my local mall, I'll be like walking in and I just see Genshin, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't escape this. I'm not even in an anime convention. I'm just at my local mall and I'm seeing this. Let's see. And honestly, like I was talking about Tekken earlier, I was like watching Tekken. And to be honest, like sometimes it is a little like uninteresting to watch like right now because I just don't really like how aggressive the game looks and like how aggressive people are being. And it's like when you're watching it, it's like you can't even like I can't even tell like what decision making is happening right now. It's just like they're just kind of going in and I'm like, yeah, but like I don't see like the intricacies, whatever that word is, like and like Tekken 7 is like you could see them like really like thinking and like trying to like get in. But yeah, I mean, which sounds like me being a boomer or whatever, which I'm not, like because that's the thing I complain about sometimes too with like Tekken is like sometimes Tekken fans are like so old and like they just be grumpy and I'm like, oh whatever. But like yeah, I kind of agree a little bit that it's a little too aggressive, New Gen Tekken pushing the gas on the pace. Yeah. Sorry, Porn World's covering things up. I'll be like, yeah, I'll just be like watching it. And they're just going in and in. And it's like, I can, this looks like if you would show this to a regular person, they'll look at this and it's like, why do you watch this as a sport? Like, they're just punching each other and going in. I'm like, yeah, yeah, he's right. They're just going in. Like, I think I take it 7. Excuse me. Waiting out and match timer moments, yeah. Oh my god, I completely forgot what I was saying. Wow, I forgot what I was saying. Damn. Oh, it's like, yeah, Tekken 7, like, you can see, people, it's like you could see, like, there's, like, the knowledge that they learn and everything, it's, like, there. I don't know. It's just very aggressive right now. There's a lot of thoughts still, it's just faster, yeah. It's just, I guess it's just so much going on. Because, yeah, I don't mean to, like, say that like Tekken right now is like, oh, it's brain done, like anyone can play the game or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's still like a hard game to learn. Just yeah. It just doesn't look like that right now. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Why is this skirt? I feel like it's taking way too long. Okay. I have to do this as well. I'm just gonna do everything on the same layer, even though it might mess up with coloring, but don't really care. Yeah, I don't even know where to go at this point. Okay, let's just do. Let me do the undershirt, but like different color, or like more of the skin color is supposed to be mesh. Put it underneath. But that's also just higher level pacing. Low elo Tekken is just very block punish still. Yeah. Sorry. Very block punish still. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Sorry, my model. I just saw my model just tweaking right now. Yes. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard. It's like, yeah, just color the shirt. I think I'm just like looking at everything and it's like, oh my god, I have to color all this. But I'm really craving like gummy candies now. I hate you. It's like 12 and I'm like um let's do the accessories. Hold on, I have to check. Yes, it's gold. I have to look at my signed Luka poster from the original voice actor for reference. What do you hold on. Get you some gummies. Bro, it's like 12. No one's serving gummies. There's no local. Wait, is there a local? Wait, there is a local 24-hour store that sells that shit. But I'm not going. My mom's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, I'm gonna go get gummies. She's not gonna let me go. Man, but if I was living alone, I would be listening to you. I would leave the stream on and I would just go leave, get gummies, and half an hour later come back and just tell you I got gummies. And we can eat gummies together. Oh my god. But yeah, those Jolly Rancher like remix, whatever the fuck they call them, gummies, those are pretty good. Yeah, maybe when I, because there's like a drugstore, um, kind of where my like bus is at to go to school, like um, and so maybe I'll like pick some up while I'm waiting for the bus. Kind of excited thinking about it, to be honest. So is that a different? Okay, I think that might be just like a different gold. This is very yellow. Hold on. Yeah, what is more there to life than midnight gummies? Yeah. Just like, you're coming back from somewhere, you had a long day, and you just sit down and you just open a pack of something and then just munch on it. Really good. That's like candy though is like such a vice for me because I can eat that shit like it's breakfast. Like it's very dangerous. Like sometimes like people would be surprised of like how much like candy I eat. I hate it though. Because again, like I mentioned, like I already have like pretty bad teeth and I shouldn't be eating all that candy, but I literally can't. I hate it because like I have like parents that have genetically fine teeth. And they like sometimes they tell me it's like, yeah, but we don't even like brush our teeth at night sometimes. It's like, how? What the hell? That's not fair. But please floss, guys. So you're not like me. But like, mind you, it's like, hold on. Hold on. Same as that why I avoid it a lot of that's why I avoid a lot of it, but it's tough sometimes when the depression hits and I just want some snacks. And to honestly, like to be real, like the reason why my teeth were so bad because growing up as a kid I was like so like depressed and like candy helped with like the dopamine and it made me feel like normal or whatever and I just ate like so much candy and that's why my teeth are so like messed up. And sometimes that's why I keep resisting it because it's like, no, you can figure it out another way, Yana. No. Hold on, let me just do her face because it's annoying me. But yeah, floss. But like mind you though, like I never grew up like I never grew up with like uh flossing. Like I think my parents did floss. It's just like they never really like told me or they weren't really like strict with the flossing stuff. So it wasn't until my teeth got really bad they're like, "Oh, you didn't floss?" It's like, "Yeah, you didn't tell me about flossing or teach me how important flossing is." Like, I wasn't just gonna pick it up. Like, you have to like teach me. You have to like tell me to floss. You have to force me to floss. I'm a kid. Like, but now I do. My teeth are still pretty bad, but I try to like keep up with it. Sometimes I skip a day or two without flossing because like I'm up for so long that like I don't even want to brush my teeth sometimes, let alone floss. So my teeth are still good though, especially my um orientation, but yellowed face from coffee so much. Yeah, it's always the good shit that like ruins everything, huh? It's like you can't even have coffee without yellow teeth. I think my teeth are fine. They're not that super yellow, or like I don't really care much about the color of my teeth. I don't think I ever looked at my teeth and I'm like, oh, that's like egregious, but um, I think my like color wise, I think my teeth are fine. Cavity wise, hang it up, lock that shit up. It's over. Done. Wrap it up. She has blue eyes. Yeah, but I hate people who are genetically like. I mean, hate's pretty strong. Hate's a pretty strong word, but I like people who are have genetically good teeth, and like no matter what they do, they could literally be doing like drugs, and like their teeth are perfectly fine. This is too brown. Something more pink. Yes, want pink. Also, I was just gonna mention this. I want to let all of wait, hold on. Nah, not bad yellowing, but oops, hold on. Cavities, not even ever reality been an issue for me. I had zero for several years, and then a minor one that my dentist only found while scraping. Uh, it wasn't visible. Yeah, no, I have like my mouth is just full of cavities, and I swear I feel like I have a new cavity in my mouth right now. It was like it was pretty bad, very very bad. I swear I feel like the longest time I didn't even brush my teeth at night. Like that's how bad. Did I? No. I always brush my teeth. No, I didn't. No, I think for a long time I didn't even brush my teeth at night. Like dental care just wasn't something that was enforced. Honestly, like honestly, it wasn't that enforced. But I do. Sometimes I'm so tired. Like I do. Like I talk about. I do like skincare. But sometimes I'm so tired. But I'm like I have to at least brush my teeth at least. So don't worry, guys. I brush my teeth. But yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, PSA to all the Sanrio girlies, like I want to let you know that there is a humanoid official Hello Kitty girl. I feel like a lot of people don't know her. She's like an old Vocaloid. Her name's Nekomura Iroha. Please check her out. She has a really nice voice. I feel like again, y'all don't know that she exists. Please, she's there's like a humanoid Vocaloid that is Hello Kitty. Um, some of you might be collecting Hatsune Miku figures because it's like, oh, that's like very cute and stuff. There again, there is a Hello Kitty Vocaloid. I feel like people forget that because I see all the Sanrio stuff going on, but no one's mentioning the literal humanoid Hello Kitty Vocaloid. Her name is Nekomura Iroha. I'm gonna repeat, Nekomura Iroha. Please, like she has figurines and stuff and cool stuff. Check her out because every time I see all these Sanrio people with like their Hello Kitty stuff, I see no her. So please support her. I think her birthday was the other day, so check her out. And speaking of Hello Kitty, my city literally opened up a Hello Kitty cafe in my city, which is crazy. I've talked to my sister. It's like, it's kind of crazy how Hello Kitty is like so popular now. But I have a classmate that's so into Hello Kitty. I'm pretty sure she was there when it was just open. So, whoops, that wasn't supposed to be colored. Listen, I'm a girl's girl. I gotta let them know. I gotta let the girls know. And it's crazy too. Like her voice is like actually really nice. It's like you'd think like a Hello Kitty Vocaloid would have like Miku-esque sound. It's like no, she literally it's like it's just like a really nice voice. I don't even know how to describe it. Okay. Wow. It's taking a while. I thought I was gonna like do a good chunk of the sketch today, but apparently not. Eyebrows. Wait, my dumbass is not even using the selection pen. Hold on. Sometimes I'm not confident in my line art, okay? I just like I don't use the selection pen. Okay, let's just hope everything works out. I feel like I didn't do the line art right. That's why I wasn't using the selection pen. Hold on. I'm like dragging it out for no reason. Okay. Good. Okay, yeah, not good. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I don't know why I didn't use this. I don't know. I thought I just messed up on the line art, so I just like didn't bother. I remember when I was doing digital art for the first time, I never used the selection tool because for some reason I just didn't like how it looked. I guess I just didn't know how to use the bucket tool at the time, or I didn't know how to use the selection tool at the time. And I just hated how it looked. So I'm so used to just like manually coloring everything in. Okay, I can actually work with that. The little chunk here. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. Yeah, that makes sense. That physically makes sense how the hair is flowing like that. Let's see. Some missing areas here. No. I should stop singing. My soul, no control, and do it to you, do it to you. Oh, I forgot this bit. Completely canceled it out. Let's fill it in. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here because we are past streaming time. But yeah, this is what we got so far. I think maybe next stream I'll work on this again. Maybe I'll finish it up. I'm not sure. I might be kind of busy, so it'll be nice to still kind of have something to draw on stream. But that's it. It was a pretty good stream. I think I had a lot of fun talking today. Thank you for everyone who came by. Until next time. I don't know when the next time will be. But follow me to make sure you know. Follow me here on Twitch so you know when I stream. Okay. I literally have nothing to